Hi tubes, we got this Briggs & Stratton vertical shaft pressure washer engine that we were working on in the last video, and if you guys didn't see it, I'll link it up above. You guys can go check it out. But basically I had a pressure washer that was seized up, and I was able to determine that it was the motor and not the pump that was seized. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this engine unseized. We want to try and salvage it if at all possible. You know, it might not last as long as it would have otherwise, but you know, if we can get another season out of it or whatever, that'll be better than nothing. Now, inspection today revealed that it is still indeed seized up. If you guys saw the last video, I ended by spraying some penetrating oil into the cylinder in hopes that that would start to free things up, and perhaps it has, but not enough for the crank to rotate freely at this point. So I was taking a look at this thing, and it appears that the crank cover here is actually held on by just, I think, 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take those bolts off and pull this cover off, and that should give us a better idea of what's going on the inside, and we'll be able to spray down the crank, the connecting rod, you know, everything inside of there, and hopefully get this thing freed up. Alright, got you guys up on the tripod here. I'm going to break these bolts loose, and there's actually a few more than I thought. I would say that there's actually 7 in total, not 4, but got them all loose with the wrench here, so now I'm just going to spin them all out. Now this should come right off now, and what I did is, since there is probably some oil in here and I'd rather not get it all over the place, is I turned the engine upside down so it's sitting on the top right now. I put a rag under here so we don't scratch it up, but this thing should come off. Now, it appears we got our governor, which is kind of just hanging out right now, so get that out of the way. And then kind of interesting, it's actually got a plastic cam gear here, and it looks like, yeah, this gear on the crank, it's actually not part of the crank. It just slides right off. It's got a little keyway that fits into the crank there. And then I believe there shouldn't be anything else holding this cam in here, so we can probably pull that out. There you go. That comes out. You even got plastic cams. Who would have thought? Now with that out of the way, we should be able to get our connecting rod off of the crank now. This obviously isn't the optimal position here, but I think we're going to be able to do it. Hopefully we have enough clearance to get this one screw out. Alright, so I got these bolts loosened up here. They're not out all the way. I don't think it's possible with the current configuration, but they're loose enough for us to at least tell that it seems like the rod, if we grab the rod, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can probably hear it. The rod is free. It doesn't seem like it's seized to the crank. So what that leads me to believe is that it's actually the crank itself that's seized at this top bearing or bottom bearing or side bearing, depending how you want to look at it. But evidently what I think we're going to need to do here is I'm going to spray it down with some trusty penetrating oil. I'm not sure how much is really going to make its way into there though. But we'll let that sit just a little while. And then I think we're just going to have to come back with a wrench or a hammer or some other persuasion device and see if we can break this thing free. Alright, now it's been about 2 days, I think this thing's been sitting, and it's still not at the point where we can get it to turn over with the pull starter. I'm not really surprised by that, but what we're going to do today is we're going to take this pull starter off, which is real easy. There's only 3 bolts holding it on, 3 nuts, and we're going to take that off, and we should be able to get access to the flywheel. And at that point, we should be able to do one of 2 things. We should be able to take the flywheel off and hopefully get a better idea of what's under that flywheel and if there's any way we can get more oil in there. Or if we're really lucky, when we try to take that flywheel off, we might actually break it free. I have had that happen in the past. So this starter just pops right off. Nothing holding that on. And it looks like there's some oil in here. I don't know if that's air coil coming through or oil from before or something else. But now what we should be able to do is also get this out of the way. You can obviously see everything that's going on now. There aren't much to these things. So I'm going to try and find a socket that'll fit on here, and let's see what we can do with this. Looks like a 15/16. Now I'm going to make the assumption that this is reverse threaded. I don't really know if that's true or not, but and if we're lucky here, even if I'm wrong about that, turning the wrong way will actually still just free up the engine. Let's see what will happen here. Oh man! You guys see that? Oh boy. Alright, before I do any more damage, I think I'm going to try and spray some more penetrating fluid into that bearing. Alright, off camera, I flipped the engine back over, sprayed some more oil in there like I showed you guys earlier. and turned the motor around a little bit while it was upside down, so that way the oil would work its way into the bearing while I had it vertical that way. So now what we're going to do, see if we can spin this over some more. I think we're getting somewhere now, fellas. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody needed the car washed? Yeah, buddy. It'll never run, they said. Well, I'm quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do now... Alright, so here's the game plan here, fellas. Things are looking pretty promising here. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to clean out the crankcase here, because there is a little bit of dust collecting in there. So we're going to clear that out. We're going to get this gasket surface cleaned up. The old gasket, I didn't really even make any effort to preserve it, but it did tear. So I'm just going to scrape it off, and we're going to RTV this thing back together. And once we do that, we'll tighten up our crank. We'll put our camshaft and our cam gear back in, get the timing all set up, tappets, poppets, governor, get all that in there, and I guess we'll have to let it sit a little while for the RTV. And once that's done, we will bolt this thing onto the frame, put some oil in it, and answer the eternal question, will it run? Okie dokie now. So we got this thing all back together, and that's really about it as far as this video. We're going to have to let it sit for about, actually what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to let it sit for an hour and then tighten the bolts up the rest of the way. I got all the bolts snug, you saw there, so the RTV started pushing out. But what you do is you let it sit for an hour, tighten them back up, and then you're supposed to let it sit another 24 hours before putting fluids in it. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to let it sit a day, and I think it's going to rain tomorrow, so we probably won't actually get around to doing anything else with this until Saturday. But it shouldn't take us too long to figure out what this thing is going to do. I'm pretty confident that it's going to run. I mean, you guys saw it. I had it pretty freed up, so I don't think there's really any question of whether or not it will run, but I think the big question is how long will it run? Obviously, this bearing is not in the condition that it was prior to it being run out of oil, and although I'm pretty confident, I think it's going to be functional for a while.
you know, it's probably not going to last as long as it would have otherwise. But hey, it's got plastic cam gears, and I don't know how long they expected it's going to last anyway. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. You think it's going to run? You think it's not going to run? You think it's going to throw a rod as soon as I start it? Let me know what you guys think. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, see you on Saturday.